gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. And tonight's episode, we're going to look at why modern women can't love men the same way, right? Can't love men the way they need to be loved. Can't love men the way they used to love men. We're going to talk about all that today. We're going to go through some clips today. I'm also going to do my shout outs today. Today, we don't have any comments today, or we don't have any memes today, but we do have a number of videos that we have to get through. When we get through that, we'll be out, okay? So I appreciate you guys. I know I've been gone for a minute. I've been busy, obviously, right? Had a lot going on. I told you guys that, and I'm just glad to be back here with you guys this evening, okay? So once we get more people in here, I'll go ahead and start doing this. I'll do my customary shout outs, if you will, right? But yeah, man, we've I got to get back into the groove of it. You know, I had a great time. One of my best friends came to visit in town, so we did it up here in town. And I'm gonna tell you, I might be a little too old to be going 7 days straight of straight partying and hanging out. That is just might be too much. Okay. So anyway, let's get into this video. Again, today's the topic, you know, why women don't love men the same. And we're going to look at this first video clip. And this first video clip talks about why women can't love men unconditionally anymore, right? And I'm going to say anymore, right? There's always, if you think about it, there's always been something conditional about women's love, right? Whether it be, hey, I'm looking to get married and have a family, or I'm looking for somebody that is stable. We're going to talk about all that today because I believe it's all relevant. So let me bring up the first video clip here. Let me know in the chat if you can hear the sound when I do this.
I believe a man can love a woman unconditionally, but I don't think a woman can love a man unconditionally.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I think it's the other way around.
No.
I think a woman can love a man unconditionally. And
not
most men...
Not forever.
You don't think so?
No.
Damn.
No. I think when a man loves a woman for real, like, he'll love her forever.
So what do you guys think about that, right? What do you guys think about what this woman just said, right? So you had the one woman who argued that she believes that it's the other way around, that women can love men unconditionally, but men can't love a woman unconditionally. And I have to agree with the woman with the, you know, who was sitting back and she said she didn't agree, right? I agree with her because think about it. If you are a man, and let's say you're with your wife, you have a career, you have a job, whatever the heck you got, right? You're taking care of your family. What have we seen time and time again? Right now, we are seeing that if a man loses his job, matter of fact, I did a video on this channel with the exact same thing that happened. All right, I just showed y'all a clip of that. The dude lost his job, and then she packing her stuff, and then she said something, I'm gonna find somebody else that's gonna be able to, you know, take care of me and stuff like that. Let you lose your job for an extended period of time, and let's see how that unconditional love is. Now, in the flip side, right? On the flip side, if you are a man or you are a woman and you with a man, let's say you lose your job. Yeah, y'all might fall on some hard times, but a man typically isn't going to just leave his woman because she don't work or she don't have a job. But when it comes to us men, it's conditional to some extent. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, like, and listen, that's just one example. What we're seeing now is with modern women today, you know, women are initiating divorces at a 70-80% clip, right? 90% if they're college educated. So where is love in that? Where is love if women are just going to the exit? And let's not sit here and say that, you know, oh, well, you know, he probably did something, or he was probably a bad dude, or he wasn't doing this. You telling me every dude, every man that these women end up divorcing is, you know, bad dudes? You telling me every man, right? The 80% of women that have filed divorces, all those dudes are bad. It's not on them, huh? You can't tell me that. I've showed you videos where women just leave because they just don't feel it anymore, right? If a woman just isn't feeling it anymore, she's gonna leave. If she doesn't feel you are providing for her the way she thinks, she's gonna leave. You know, if she doesn't feel, if you lose a woman's respect, it's done. Game over. I've said that many times on this channel, right? If you lose your woman's respect, short of saving her life or, rescuing people from a burning building or, one of those type of scenarios, okay? Short of that, she's gone. She's out the door. So when it comes to who loves each other unconditionally, listen, I'm not saying that women don't love men hard. I'm not saying that, right? I think it'd be silly to think that there aren't women that really love their men. And it'd be silly to say that, all men are perfect and, women are terrible in relationships, right? Like I'm not that show. I'm not going to sit here and say that because that is not true, right? There are good women out there and they do have to deal with things for men. As men, we got to be able to step up. We got to be able to do what we are supposed to do as men, or we risk testing that love, okay, of a woman, right? Let's go to our next video clip. Okay. All right, sound is good. Just want to make sure the sound was good. All right, let me get the next video clip up. So again, I am about to show you guys another video giving another example of how men can love a woman unconditionally, but it may not be the same. I can say unconditionally, but how men love women or get with women differently than women get with men. Okay, so let me bring that up.
I can date a McDonald's worker who makes $5 an hour. I can fall in love with her. She does not have the DNA to do that ever. You can never, would you ever marry a McDonald's worker?
Probably not.
No, there's no probably. Absolutely.
Well, at this point in my life, no.
No. At any point, you'd be like, go back to your fries. But us, if we had a cute, sweet girl that's loyal and she worked at McDonald's, I'd say, bring some nuggets, babe. I would fucking marry her in a week. Men can marry a poor McDonald's worker. Women, no matter how great he is, they can't do it. They're of the devil.
Right. So again, I see, and I'm gonna get to your comment here in a second. But see, again, he brings up a great point, and this is something that we know as men. This is one of the things that modern women today don't understand with some of the guys in the passport bro movement who are actually looking for a woman, who are looking for a woman to settle down with, to be with, et cetera, right? They say, oh, you're going over there and you're taking advantage of these poor women. Again, they don't understand because they don't understand that take the other country out of it. Let's talk about here in America, or let's talk about in England or something like that, right? A man will pull a McDonald's worker if she's a beautiful woman, she's, fit, beautiful, inspirational, as Kevin Samuels used to say, FBI, right? Feminine, beautiful, inspirational, right? He will pull her up out of being a barista or whatever the heck she is. A man who really falls for a woman doesn't care what she has, because a real man is going to want to provide for that woman. Is going to want to provide and make sure that that woman is safe and secure. Just like you heard that other woman say, well, at this point in my life, I wouldn't do that. And he said, no, at any point, you're not going to that's not going to be your ideal dude. Look, right now I'm washing lettuce, and next week I'm going to be on fries and then the grill. And then in 7 or 8 years, I'll be assistant manager. And that's when the big bucks start rolling in. It's not one of those situations. All right. It's one of those situations that a man at any point in his life, whether he's rich or poor, would talk to a McDonald's worker. But as soon as a woman comes across any sort of wealth or finances, she's not checking for a dude the exact same way. And we know that right now because a lot of women aren't even talking to regular guys. They're looking for guys that are 6 feet, 6 pack, 6 figures in income. You have women who are McDonald's workers themselves, and they're looking for a dude making $250,000 a year. You see what I'm saying? So it's not the same. Anyway, let me get to the comments real quick. And it says, Sean, the only person in this whole world that can give you unconditional love is your mother. That's true. That is true. A man that gives a woman unconditional love is setting himself up for failure. You know, listen, even I hear what you're saying. I think that you can't sit there and say that women don't need love, right? Like, love is one of those things that if you look at Maslow's pyramid, it's one of those things that it's a necessity, right? It's at the bottom rung of the pyramid is to feel wanted, feel loved. And listen, I think that us as men, you know, we do need to love our woman. But the difference is the way a man shows love to his woman is different. So if you have a woman who's expecting you to be lovey-dovey all the time and to be sensitive, right? That Ralph Tresvant, you know, you need a man with sensitivity, right? Like if she expecting that, right? Then that type of unconditional love is setting yourself up for failure. If you are a man who's giving unconditional love to your woman and you know you're just being mushy with her all the time, you're gonna lose that woman's love. She won't accept that love because that's not what she needs from a man, whether she says it or not. And a lot of these women today don't understand the type of love they need from a man because they've never seen it. They've never seen any successful relationships in their household. They've never seen stability when it comes to relationships, right? And so with that being said, they haven't been around people like that, you know? So I agree with you to an extent that when it comes to unconditional love of a man, it's not that a man can't have unconditional love for his woman. It's just the way he has to display it might be different than what a woman expects. Because if he does it the wrong way, again, she gonna lose respect for him. And the first thing that's gonna happen when she ain't feeling no more, she gonna be out that door, right? All right. Let's get back. You have another comment and it says, I believe that yourself, your kids, your assets and resources, your social circle and your goals are the only thing in this whole world that you as a man should give any type of love to. Yeah, man. It's like, but I mean, again, you know, women need love too. They need support. But the way that we have to give that love as men is different than what we're talking about here, right? Like what the way we need love from a woman is completely different than the way that woman needs love from a man. And again, we do love our woman. We ain't going nowhere, right? And I think that what you see with modern women today is that they try to take advantage of that. And that's not good because that's not real love. She can't break your heart if she never took it out your chest. That's one way to look at it there, Ennis. Only thing I give a woman is appreciation and protection. You take care of me, I'll take care of you. But if you earn it. Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, right? Like if it's expected for us men to, you know, take care of a woman, to put our life on the line when that bump in the night downstairs happens and she's like, you know, baby, go check on that. Did you hear that? Go check on it. Guess what? It's expected that we're going to go down and put our lives on the line for our women, right? I talked about this before, but there's a TikTok video where they're interviewing women on the street and they ask them to say, hey, out of you and your spouse and something, you know, somebody has to give their life on the line, who should it be? And every woman said that I expect my man to give his life for me. Okay. Now flip that, right? Flip that, if you will. In that same TikTok interview, when they asked all the men said that they were willing to, if it was out of them or their woman, that they would give and put their life on the line. Every man said it. And every woman said that the man should be the one. So here's the thing, right? Is there any greater love that a person give up their life for a person that they love? Is there any greater love than that? Than to sacrifice your life for somebody else? There isn't. And men who love their women are willing to do that. Is your woman willing to put her life on the line for you? In most cases, most women are going to expect it to be the opposite way around. Okay. Where am I at? I read that one. Yep, but you got to earn it though. Yep. Preston, what's up, my dude? He said, "What up, Sean C. Green Money? I am excellent, man. I'm glad to be back with you guys today. I'm about to get this next video prepped. Okay. Now we talked about unconditional love, right? We talked about unconditional love, what it looks like for men and for women, and in different cases, like how they're different between the sexes, if you will. This next video clip is this woman is going to talk about what she's seeing from modern women today that doesn't make them wife material for any man. And I want you guys to pay attention to this because she go in, okay? This is just one aspect that she's talking about, obviously, okay? So strap in real quick. Let me get this up there.
So if my man make less money than me and I'm making all the money, then that means I don't gotta listen to him when he tell me he don't want me to go outside with a thong on for the whole world to see. I gotta say fuck him, right? So what happened to my money is your money? We in this together. Two flesh come together and become one.
I don't think, hold on, let me stop it right there 1 second. What happened to it? It's been thoroughly killed. It's been thoroughly abolished, okay? You know, like, again, I've talked about this on this channel multiple times, and that was the example we talked about in the second video, where a man will pull a woman from McDonald's and he will make her his queen, but let that man not have anything. Let that man fall on hard times. Let that man fall on hard times and see where that woman go, or how she treats him, or how she acts. Because there is an expectation that as a man, we have to have certain markers and milestones in order to carry the affection of a woman. And you could be the nicest, sweetest guy ever, and that is not enough for some of these women, which we're going to talk about here in a later video. What this woman is starting to get into, again, and she's going to go a little bit harder on this, you know, we're talking about having respect for your man. You know, your man telling you something, not because, you know, maybe in some cases it might be jealousy, but right nowadays, not knowing who carrying that strap, who's dangerous or not, right? A lot of times that us as men might ask something of our woman so that we don't put ourselves in a compromising situation. And what she's about to finish talking about is how some women have no respect for themselves and how they can put themselves in a disrespectful situation, which ultimately is a show of disrespect to their man. Let's get back to the video.
Like, what happened? I miss the old generation when they used to be able to correct us, and we used to take their correction and apply it to our life and live by it, live right by it. You feel me? Now it's like, don't nobody give a fuck. Everybody want to dress like a hoe. I can go right on Fig and see all these bitches with thongs up their ass. Some no pennies on at all. Just pussies hanging, asses hanging, titties hanging. You feel me? And that's exactly how some of y'all look. Y'all walking on, y'all going to elegant events, dressed like hoes, butt naked. Y'all got whole husbands, whole kids. Your kids seeing this shit. So your kids is growing up like, damn, I'm finna dress like mama when I grow up. I'm just finna be naked, you know? I could just be free and wear what I want and do what I want.
Let me stop that real quick. I want to hit on that. That point that she's making is very powerful, right? So I get it, ladies. Oh, you have the freedom to do what the hell you want to, right? Good on you, right? I'm not gonna hate on that, but there is a way that we carry ourselves and project ourselves to the world that is very important. All right. So if you have kids and you still out there, you know, looking like a 304, you out there looking like a 304, your kids see that. Your kids see what you present to the world. And to think that kids take a little part of their parents with them, they become what they see. And as much as they say, I'll never be like my daddy. I'll never be like my mama. Right? When kids say that, and then they end up being just like their parents. They end up taking a part of what their parents showed them, and then they move forward like that. So if you as a man is telling your woman, or if a man is telling you, ladies, that, hey, baby, you need to calm down with that. Some dudes are proud to show off their woman wearing little to nothing, scantily cladded, if you will. And that's your preference. But why is it such backlash if a man says, hey, look, that's disrespectful to me, or, don't wear that. You want to go say it like that, but you'd be like, yo, baby, I don't think you should wear that, And like, why are you going to tell me not to wear? Because you represent me when I'm out in the street too, And if you are a guy and you want your woman to be classy, of course you don't want her with her assets just hanging out. You want men to envy your woman, but you want her to envy her as a queen, not as a 304. All right. I'm gonna get to y'all comments here. Let's finish up this video.
Don't take no correction from my man who loves me and cares for me. And other motherfuckers are seeing this and seeing me naked, and they drawing conclusions in their head about me.
Yeah, they drawing conclusions in their head. Oh, let me finish it out. Sorry.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Okay. That was the end of the video. Let me go back up on the screen. So that last part, you guys, for any ladies that might happen to listen to this, that's the part you don't get. You might be like, yo, I'm going to dress for me, blah, blah, blah. Ain't no man going to tell me how to dress, this, that, and the third, right? Because you feel like, you want to control the situation as a woman, right? And you think the man being disrespectful. But when you go out as a woman and you got all your assets out for everyone to see, right? Another man that sees that, he's going to look at you and he's going to say, she don't respect him. She's still open. She's still for the streets. She's still for them streets, okay? She's still for them streets. She is ready to get it clapped up. And that's what it shows. If I see that, I'll be like, yeah, that ain't going to last. That ain't going to work out. Because if your woman isn't willing to be a classy lady, if she feels she got to show her assets off to everybody, and that's something that she do regularly, I know women do it because they want to feel good, right? They want to, if I got this dress on and it's making all my accentuating all my curves and my cuts, of course, it makes you feel good to get looked at like that. But shouldn't that be the attention that you want from your man and not from the world? And that's the difference. I think that's one of the reasons why, you don't see these relationships lasting. Because modern women today do not understand that about men wanting their woman to be theirs, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna go to the comments here and figure out what you guys are saying. Let me switch camera angles. And it says, love, absolutely not. Love turns men weak and causes them to overlook red flags. I'm not just saying this to say it. I had to learn the hard way. I did as well. Ennis, ignore me at your own peril. Stay strong out here. No, I agree. Ennis, listen, I need you to understand something about the point that I'm trying to make. I'm saying that if you're a dude and you don't show any type of care, love, and concern to your woman, that's going to drive her away too. But like you said, if you up there green, if you showing your love in such a way that your woman takes advantage of that love, right? And you don't have the type of woman that care about love, more about status or just the fact that y'all got married or whatever, you do have to show your woman love or she'll leave for someone that is going to show her that attention. But if you green about it and you just, you're giving her everything, you're the way we have to love our woman is completely different. We have to have some restraint on the way we show love to our women, because it's human nature for some of these women to take advantage of that. if she knows she can get away with a whole bunch of stuff because that's the standard you set when you got in that relationship, then that's the standard you're going to set from the beginning. Okay. Like, I don't do flowers and candy and stuff on dates. I don't do none of that. I rarely do that. Now, have I bought woman flowers? Yes. Have I bought a woman candy? Yes, I have. But it's not something I do. And it's not something I flex on in the beginning of a relationship. I don't buy women stuff in the beginning of a relationship. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those dudes that do that because that's the standard I set. If a woman don't like that when she's with me, then okay, then I'm not your person. And that has to be okay. But if you set that standard, whatever standard you set in the beginning, she's going to expect that throughout the relationship. And that's why you hear so many women say, oh, he don't do what he used to do anymore. That's why you hear that so much, because you might have started off one way and you can't maintain it. And you're going to lose your woman because of that, because you set a standard that you couldn't maintain. I don't do that. I am consistent from the beginning, the way I am throughout. I am the same person. I'm that way with my friendships, and I'm that way with my relationships. If you guys don't understand that, holla at your boy later. Preston says, I missed most of the conversation again. Dang it. That's okay, brother. Preston says, ain't that kettle calling the cuckoo, snorting TikTok Fruit Loops, smoking loony baloney truths? I was glad I was actually able to read that one, Preston. That's a good one. Of course, you're supposed to carry yourself as a responsible woman. How else is she going to get a man? Oh, excellent point. Let me expound on that one real quick. As a woman, if you carry yourself like you for the streets, or you don't have respect for yourself, doesn't mean that you can't get a man, quote unquote. Doesn't mean that some man isn't going to lay down and blow out your fun hole. Okay, it doesn't, or your baby hole or whatever, right? It doesn't mean that he's not going to do that. You can pick any average woman out in the street and she can probably get someone to lay down with her. That is not the case for all men. All men can't just go out in the street in the same day and pick up a woman. But a woman, if she tried and did the right things, she can get a man to lay down with her. But it doesn't mean that she's going to get a committed man. It doesn't mean that she's going to get a man that's going to want to take responsibility of that woman or be with that woman long term. That's why you see a lot of women that have men, but they don't have men lining up to marry them, because a lot of men just don't believe that hype no more. Okay. And it says, as for this lady, she got a point, but Western society is too far gone. Yeah, and that's kind of why we're talking about this today, and that's exactly it. XL Pro, shout out to my brother XL Pro. He says salute, chat. Thank you for being here. Overall, I feel what you're saying, though, fam. No. I'm just trying to give a perspective. Listen, again, men and women need love. It's just that the way that we have to give love is different. The way a woman gives love to a man, gives her love to a man for what we need, isn't the same in reverse if we do it. You know what I mean? We need different things than they do, and they need different things than we do. All right? Shout out to Beach Bum TV. What's good, brother? He says, yeah, I'm great, man. I'm straight over here, man. Just, kicking it. You know how I do. Good to see you, though, man. Good to see you always on here. XL Pro, bullseye. All right. And then Preston says, in all seriousness, how you living, pimping? I'm good, man. Like I said, I had my best friend was in town that I grew up around, whatever. And so, we got to, go to some shows. I got to take her out, see Vegas, right? And we kind of partied up for the last week. So I'm kind of recovering. I'm recovering from all that, okay? So, but I'm feeling good, though. It was a good trip, and I think we both need it. Put a love on the channel, bro. Yeah. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all haven't done that. Please do that for me, all right? All right, that man got that soul glow. Yeah, man, I got my little curly top now. Using that curling cream. I'm letting it oh so silky smooth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Beach Bum TV with the $1 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Let's get to the next video, you guys. Now, we talked about how in the first few videos, we talked about how women can't love men the same way, unconditionally, the way a man can love a woman, right? Then we talked about how women who supposedly supposed to be with their man and love them do things that disrespect them. To us, that's a sign that you're not showing us love. If you're going to show all your goods for everybody out there in the streets to see, and you're not going to take any type of guidance and advice that we give, which we as men, that's what we expect of ourselves, right? Or at least a real man, then you're not showing love to that man. You're not showing respect to that man. And respect to a man is more important than love, quote unquote, okay? That respect is what men equate to that love for us, all right? But this woman is going to talk about just a perspective of what happens when a man comes to her and tries to show her love as a healed man. This is what she's going to have to tell you about how when a healed man comes up to her, how does she deal with that, okay? Before I get them, I'll read a couple more comments. I don't know, man. I mean, I believe in giving protection, appreciation, intimacy, but love, I don't know, man. You seeing something I'm trying to understand. Okay, let me put this another way, okay? I said it earlier, Ennis. If you have a woman, you say you're going to provide this, that, and protection. If you have a woman that you really love, wouldn't you be willing to put your life on the line for that woman, for your woman? If she was loyal, if she was feminine, beautiful, inspirational, if she was the woman of your quote unquote dreams, wouldn't you put your life on the line for your woman to protect your woman? You said protection, right? So what greater love is that than to put your life on the line for a woman? Is that not love? It is love. I dare to say, if you're willing to put your life on the line for anybody that you love or that you know, that's love. Because that's your life. Your life, your health, your time are the two most valuable, the valuablest things you have. Without it, you're nothing. Is that not love? So the way we show love is different. So we're using the word love. Why is everybody... See, you got Ennis, and there's no knock on you, bro, but everybody's afraid to use that term. And the more shocking thing, and I've said this multiple times on this channel, the more shocking thing is that you don't hear women talk about love no more. Not nowadays. Women don't talk about love no more. They don't care. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel the love because it's all love. Yeah, it's all love on here, man. We just talking. Looking 15 out here. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to keep it young looking. Sorry, it's not much, but saving for Columbia. Oh, no. All good. At least you gave something, bro. I appreciate that. And if you guys are new to the channel and you haven't been here before, please hit that subscribe button. Consider subscribing to the channel. We talk about this on a weekly basis, unless I say differently. But every Wednesday we come here and we have these discussions real time with my gents. This is what the live stream to me is for. I mean, I get the views on the live stream like some of my videos, but this is the time I get to talk to my subscribers, the gents. So please become a part of the gents by subscribing to this channel. Hit that like button if you haven't. Support the channel. And if you can, obviously, you know, super chat, cash app, whatever you want to do. I appreciate all the love. Everything you guys are doing is the reason why, you know, I'm able to have extra equipment to be able to, you know, do this kind of stuff, the lighting and everything, the setup. This is all from you guys. You know what I mean? And that's why I continue to come with this live stream, because it's for my gents to show my appreciation and for us to have a conversation in real time. Please join. Okay. Let me get to a couple more. Preston says that is sick with it. Cool. Awesome. Yes. Protect. Yeah, that's what I mean. But I mean, protect. If you're willing to put your life on the line, that's how we show love. That's love to us. Hey, I would die for you. Ain't no greater love than giving your life. She get to live on and you die. That's love. Absolutely. Would do everything for her. Yes. Now, like, okay, what Ennis is talking about, though, and this is where it comes in with Bruce, right? Okay, this is the intersection of what I think Ennis is trying to say. He's saying be careful of willing to do anything for your woman. Oh, I'll do anything for her. Like that type of love. Because even though you might feel your woman may deserve it. If you go ahead and you just always just doing everything for her, you're setting yourself up for failure when you can't do it anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like, you should have in your mind you want to do a lot for your woman, but nowadays doing a lot for your woman, if you can't maintain that, right, then soon as you can't do it and she knows that somebody else gonna do it for her, that's the extent of her love. So you got to be careful with doing too much, and that's kind of what Ennis is talking about. And ladies, if you're listening, like, what? Why wouldn't you, if you love your woman, do everything for her? Because what we are seeing and what we have seen is, again, y'all don't appreciate men that do everything for you, that don't tell you no sometimes in the right thing, isn't willing to lead. You might like it in the beginning, but it's going to drive you crazy after a while because that man isn't being a man. Doing everything for your woman doesn't make you a man, right? That's not in the description that I have to give you everything in the world. It's not realistic. But what is realistic is you got a roof over your head. You got everything you need. I make sure you look good. I make sure that you're taken care of. I make sure those kids are fed. I make sure you're fed. You have what you need. And then because of my love, I do a little bit more for you here and there. But we've gotten to the point in this society that if you aren't a man that's able to provide them with their dream, their Barbie lifestyle, I wanted to throw that in there. I haven't seen the movie yet, but if you don't provide her with the Barbie playhouse and the pink car or whatever, right? If you ain't providing her the Barbie lifestyle where she can change all these outfits and different hairstyles every goddamn week, if you can't do that, she will find somebody that can. If she loses that respect for that. So that's why I say be careful. And that's the intersection of what we're talking about. Okay? Where we at? That haircut, you rocking, pimping. Oh yeah, man. That's why I was wearing hats, man. I've been wearing hats for a while because I had to let it grow out a little bit to get it here. But I wanted to do something different, man. I just kind of wanted to do something different, man. Seriously. Okay, I feel you, fam. No, Ennis, I feel your point. I just think that we need to codify what does that mean? You know what I mean? I think we need to, because again, it'd be naive to say that women don't need love too. Men need love, women need love, we all need love. But how we have to give that is different. How we present that to the opposite sex is different. Real love is taking a bullet for the people you love and care about. Right, that's love, right? And that's why some women don't appreciate men some days, right? You have some women that they'll say, hey, my man is, he quiet, or, I want him to be this way, but he's stern and he acts this way, he's stoic. And some women can't take that. And a lot of modern women today can't take that because they don't know where a stoic man is. A man that keeps himself, he has a plan, he keeps himself guarded. He's always aware. He's always thinking of the next move. He's like my favorite saying is, this shit is chess, not checkers, right? That's from Denzel and Training Day. And my kids, my grown kids know that, right? Because that's what I told them growing up. Hey, this shit is chess, not checkers. Women need to respect the man that think that way. And sometimes he has to be stoic and he has to be calm. Because if that woman wants protection, she needs to feel protected. She needs to feel protected in the type of man that you are. And if she doesn't feel that, again, she's out the door. All right, let's get to the next video. I'm sorry I talked too much. I just want to get to some of y'all comments. All right, I told y'all about this next one.
So I was not fully aware that when a man's really into you, he wants to talk to you all the time. Y'all don't get it. These fools have given me so much relationship trauma that when a man calls me just to tell me about his day, I'm like, that's weird. Not you being communicative and vulnerable. What's wrong with you? What you mean I don't have to beg you to talk to me and let me into your life? What you mean you're being vulnerable and I won't have to slide down a bathroom wall crying because of you? What you mean you're responding to every part of that paragraph I sent? It's giving strange.
So, look, I think that she was genuine in making this video, right? I think that I actually applaud this video, right? I know it seems simple and subtle, right? It was a quick 20-second video, right? It seems simple and it seems subtle, but that's what we're dealing with as men nowadays, okay? We're dealing with this as men nowadays with a bunch of women that if you come to her and you've done the work and you're healed, they don't know how to deal with it. Matter of fact, I find that women won't even talk to you sometimes because if you look like you got your stuff too much together and she feels that she can't provide anything to you, right? If she feels that she can't, there's nothing to change about you. Some women are insecure about that. A lot of these modern women today, mark my words, a lot of these modern women today have huge insecurities. And they just masking it with the makeup, the weave, the nails, the hoochie mama clothes, whatever you want to call it, right? They're masking all these insecurities in this stuff. This is why you see them having to get on social media and tell all their business out to the streets, all their business out there in the streets, telling on themselves. Okay, they doing that because they need validation, constant validation by these modern women today. And this woman talked about it perfectly, in terms of, kind of tongue in cheek. But the point that she was trying to make is you're going to come across some women that if you are healed and you've done the work that we talk about here on this channel all the time, you're going to have women that reject you even though you've done the work because they see you. When they look at you, it's a reflection on what they haven't done. And some of you guys out there do it too. I've done it. I've been with, there's some good women that I've passed up on. And I have to live with that, right? Like, okay, this was an opportunity, but I passed up on it. Why? Because I knew that I was a piece of crap and I couldn't give that woman or those women exactly what they wanted, needed at the time. And I know to them it sounded cliche. So if they ever listen to this, if you think that I was just BSing and just to say that, just to not talk to you, that's not the reason. The reason is that I knew that I was in no position at that moment to be with the type of woman that I was with. And that's my own, I can say insecurity, but it was like I was going through some stuff. So it's just interesting to hear a woman actually admit that it's hard for them when they're talking to a healed man. So that makes dating and relationships that much harder, okay? Oh, where we at? Preston says these people don't want security, only money and lonely misery. Absolutely, man. Let's get to this next video. Now, let me switch camera views. I'm trying to get used to this, guys. I'm trying to get used to this, okay? All right. So this next video is you have women out here that are giving advice to women like you're about to hear, right? So this is a video of a woman responding to this female influencer, TikToker, and all her videos. I do multiple videos. She is an eminence with an F, and she's really big on giving women this advice that's really only going to serve to leave these women lonely. Hear what this woman says and tell me if this sounds reasonable to you. Now, the other woman is going to respond, and I'm going to get there. But I'm going to let the first part play, and then I'm going to let the woman say her piece. So please bear with me on this.
Fellas, I want to make a little PSA, because you complain that your wife never wants to be intimate, but you slap her butt when she's emptying the dishwasher and grope her body when she's stressing over bills. And why would aggressively touching someone out of nowhere make them want to sleep with you? Especially when they're in the middle of trying to take care of everyone but themselves. Touching her without talking to her means you want to get off, not feel connected. And it's so selfish for you to think that you wanting to get off would be enough.
Okay. Let me move this back because I want her face up here. Let me put her up there. Let me get myself up on screen. Now, we're talking about you with your woman. You're supposed to supposedly love each other. I don't know not one woman that's loved me, that if I give her a little pat on the backside, yeah, baby, looking good today, or she said, don't say anything, or aggressively touching her, right? Any woman that's loved me though, and I give them give them a little time. Oh, man, it's feeling good today. You know what I'm saying? Giving her that look, giving her that grace, right? I ain't never had a woman that loved me like tell me that she didn't like that. If anything, if I stopped doing it, Then she starts thinking, oh, he's not attracted to me the same way no more. Or he don't feel me the same way. Or who is he talking to? Right? Crap like that. And this woman is putting out this advice. Yeah, if you have a woman who no longer loves her husband or is no longer attracted to him and he starts to try to touch her and stuff like that to initiate relations, yeah, of course, she's going to feel some type of way about it. But we're talking like, what kind of advice is this? If you are in a loving relationship, this is expected. I'm not going to say what, like, yes, obviously we respect women's bodies, but like it should be a banter. Hell, I told you, modern women today don't even talk about love no more. And you can't even have a sexual exchange with your woman now. And this is the type of advice that they're giving out. It's no wonder that some of these women are going to find themselves lonely and single, childless, right? Into their 40s, into their 50s, never married now, some of these women, right? Because they're getting advice from women like this. Okay? Hold up. Let's see what else y'all saying. Of course, these people are telling themselves every day. So what else is new? They're the ones who constantly keep saying that they don't want or need us. Absolutely. Person also says, Miss Strong, Independent Menace. Yeah, that's what this woman's videos. Crazy. Man, where you get that hair from? That's right, baby. I wanted it crazy. Single women keep women single through bad advice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get back to it because I want y'all to hear what the other woman has to say. Let me put her back up on screen.
Rip and want to sleep with you, especially when they're in the middle of trying to take care of everyone but themselves. Touching her without talking to her means you want to get off, not feel connected. And it's so selfish for you to think that you wanting to get off would be enough.
Okay, seriously. Can y'all just stop? This video has had over 800,000 views,
Wow.
over 100,000 likes, and over 2,500 comments.
That is.
You know what? Y'all are ruining everything for women that actually like men.
Hell yeah, they are.
And like the things that they do.
Right.
First, it was offensive for men to be chivalrous. So then they stopped opening doors for us.
Nope.
And then women started complaining about that.
Yep.
And now you want our men to stop slapping our bottoms or to stop fondling our lady bits in playful ways. I mean, what do you women want? Do you want them to just shut down on us completely?
That's already
Gosh,
happening.
I live for my booty slaps.
Hell yeah.
And the little playful, dirty fondlings.
Yep, I do.
This is fun. Maybe for some of you, it's not fun, but for a lot of us, we love it, okay?
And we love you, baby.
And stop putting out these messages that men should stop these things. Some of us love it. In fact, a lot of us love it.
Good.
Can someone just please take the microphone away from these bitter, choleric women? Just take it away.
Yes, please.
Because y'all are trying to ruin everything. You're really trying to get men to shut down on us completely and not want us anymore. Please. Some of us love men. Some of us really, really love men. We love masculinity. We love their wildness. We love how they take us outside of our feminine box. You know, men are fun. Please, just put the microphone down. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all.
All right, that's good enough. All right, that's the end. All right. So look, she makes some good points. Let me address something real quick. Still Saint in the house. Also, shout out to Omar from Speak Spanish Now. Please go check out this brother's channel. If you want to learn Spanish and you want to learn it in a fun and easy way, you definitely want to go to Speak Spanish Now. And he's gonna give you everything you need, man. All these different. Also, he has a course that you guys could buy if you were serious about getting out of the country and you definitely want to go to Latin-speaking countries, Spanish-speaking countries. Then Speak Spanish Now. All right. Shout out to you, O. I already read that. Still Saint. Shout out. What up, bro? What's going on? That lady in the Star Leggings is in between rounds. That drowsy look tells the tale. Yeah, but she always looks like that. But I'll tell you what, regardless how that woman looks, I'm gonna tell you that all of her videos are pro men. We should support that, right? Because at some point, I could be saying this till I'm blue in the face. Women are going to actually have to start listening to other women, whether they starry pants or sleepy eyes or whatever the hell you want to say about her, it's good that it's coming out. That message needs to be put out there because these women are getting such bad advice from like the woman that she was talking about that you just need to you know, she is seeing stars, TSG. I hear you, bro. All right, let me prep the next video. I thought that was a pretty telling video. Now, we're talking about how women can't love us the same. You got these women out here who are trying to do what passport brothers are doing and getting them husbands from other countries, and some with success, right? One of the friends of this show, Grandma Does It All, Wanda, who used to come through on the live streams, you know, her husband is from Africa, from another country, and they have a beautiful family, right? But you have modern women today that Eve, no matter where they get their man from, whether he's from the States, from another country, they cannot keep a man. They can't keep a man because they treat their men like crap. They treat men like crap. And that's what I'm saying. Women today don't show love the way they used to. This clip is a real quick clip, but I want y'all to hear it because it just speaks to what's happening in some of these relationships, even if they go and get a foreign man. Okay? Hold up. Hold up. Let me get the video up. I see you speak Spanish now. I'm going to read that here in a little bit. Hold up. All right, here we go.
So I'm going to ask you directly.
Yeah.
Do you want a divorce?
I do want a divorce.
So you want to be done?
Yeah. I don't care if she send me back to my country. I just want a peace of mind. I just want a peace of mind. She's not giving me the peace of mind. I'm doing everything for her. You know, I'm not getting that appreciation. You know, when somebody do something for you, you give appreciation. That person will want to do more.
So you're hearing this directly.
Oh, y'all hear that?
Green card bro wants out.
Processing it? Are you receiving that?
I'm processing.
She messed up.
So that is it. I told her what I want. I want a divorce in the marriage because I can't live my life like this.
No.
Yeah, that is it.
Just watch how at ease he is as his Filipino wife does traditional African dance.
Oh, I've got music. I ain't trying to get copyrighted here. All right, let me bring myself back up on screen. So he said a few things up in that video, right? He said a few things that I think stand out to me. He said, look, man, I'm giving you love. I'm giving you, or he didn't say love, but I'm giving you appreciation. I do things for you. All I'm asking is to reciprocate that back to me as a man. That man was saying a lot of the stuff that men were trying to say. And Ennis talked about this earlier about showing a woman appreciation and protection and, you know, providing and provision or whatever, right? All these different things. But it means nothing if you can't reciprocate that back. And we're seeing that these modern women today aren't able to reciprocate it because they don't have that love anymore. Some of these women aren't able to show that love in return because everything is about them. Everything is about, what are you doing for me? Whereas a woman who really loves you, who really appreciates you, who really respects you, what you're doing for her, she's going to appreciate it. And she's going to give you that tenfold back into you. And what does that make you do as a man? It makes you want to work harder. And that's kind of what Bruce said earlier. It makes you want to do everything for her. It makes you want to go that extra mile for your woman when she can show you that love and that appreciation. That woman is going to get a divorce. She lost out because she probably thought, I got me a man from this other country. And then she basically was playing house. She was just playing a wife. Because as I've stated a lot of times on this channel, a lot of these modern women today know nothing about being wives because none of their mothers and aunts and the women in their family were wives. All they saw was women that were trying to get over on men, dominate a man, control a man. That's all they know. So she lost a good thing. I don't know if that dude was a good dude or not, but I'm saying we've seen it time and time again, women losing good men because of the way their attitudes are. Okay. Let's see. Let me switch back over. Where we at? My man, but bro, how about you send me that map to the fountain of youth you hoarding over there? Hey, I'll do what I can, bro. The only peace of mind you'll ever have is to not ever get married in the first place so you don't make that mistake. Listen, I'm not Kevin Samuels. Somebody tried to say in the comments one time, "Oh, you trying to be like Kevin Samuels?" Like, no, I'm not. This is my channel. I'm not trying to be Kevin Samuels. This is me from my life experience and from what I've gone through. And I've been through divorce. Okay? All I'm trying to do is what we used to call back in the day. I'm just dropping game, just dropping knowledge. Right? I never claimed to be perfect. Okay? So I'm not Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was the only one on this internet talking about marriage. Right? Kevin Samuels was the only one trying to encourage people to get married and for people to be marriage minded. He was the only one pushing for it. I don't push for that on this channel. But if you are married or you are in a long-term relationship, read the comments. Everybody who says that I'm married and I got my person, man, woman, anybody come in my comments, read my comments to them. I always congratulate them on their marriage, that I hope it continues to last and flourish. And I also congratulate people that are in long-term happy relationships because I do believe in that. If you're married, I want it to work. If any of you gents decide you're going to get married, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do as a grown man. I'm telling you my opinion. But if you say to me, Sean, I want to get married, I met this whoever from wherever, she my lady. I will support you just like I did everybody else that's married. Even though you've watched the videos and you've heard the advice, I'm going to support you because I do want relationships to work out and I do want them to last. And that's why we talk about these subjects on this channel. Okay. Let's get to the next video. So I just wanted to show you how women are ruining their own happiness. Now, I got 2 video clips left before we end off this live stream. Okay. Oh, about an hour? Oh, we're doing good on time. Let's get into what Preston talked about earlier. I'm not Preston, Ennis. Let's go back. I'm going to find one of Ennis's comments. I want to find, give me 1 second, you guys. A man that gives a woman unconditional love is setting himself up for failure. So we have a bunch of guys out there that are, doing the best they can. They're working hard. They're good guys, right? They're good guys. They're nice guys, whatever, right? And kind of what Ennis is talking about is some of that is setting you up for failure, right? Being the nice guy could be potentially setting yourself up for failure. Doesn't mean you have to treat your woman like crap. That's not what I'm saying. Doesn't mean you put your hand on her, you verbally abuse her. It don't have to mean any of that. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying these nice guy traits, some of the things that you may be doing as a nice guy may be affecting your relationships, how women perceive you, how a woman will allow you into her life. This woman is going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about it on the other side.
Women do not hate nice men. What we do dislike is men who lack masculinity. Now, a lot of nice guys tend to be men who also lack other masculine traits that women find attractive. And what they do is they blame their nice nature as to why they have no success with women. When you take a man who still has masculine traits and is nice, he ends up having hyper success with women.
Hell yeah.
But when you take a man who's nice by default, because he can't exercise his masculinity, he can't say no, he can't set boundaries, he can't exert his dominance, of course women are not going to find that attractive. The difference between being nice and being a good guy is the nice guy desexualizes himself, and how he desexualizes himself is by...
Oh man, I didn't know it cut off there, you guys. I am so sorry about that. She was she was dropping the T. But I'm gonna finish that off for her, okay? Listen, the point being is you can be a good guy and women will respond to that, but they have to see that you're a man. They have to feel protected, because one of the things that women look for in a man is a man that she feels secure with. Women need security from a man. And that comes in physical protection, that comes in financial protection, right? These are things that women need from a man. She needs to know that you can handle it. Now, I've had several conversations over the past week while I was gone about men who they're good guys or they're nice guys, but they're not handling their business like men. How is your woman going to respect you if she can't trust you to be a man? If she can't trust you to be a leader within your house? She can't trust you to take care of the things that you need to take care of. Some of you guys are great guys, I'm sure. But the reason why I always talk about working on yourself physically and mentally, working on your emotional intelligence as a man, is because these are the things that are necessary in order to really secure and garner the heart of a woman. I go out and I talk to women all the time. Like, matter of fact, I hang at my old bar where I used to bartend at on Mondays, right? And when my best friend came to town, they had a conversation about me, and it was like, oh yeah, he ain't scared to talk to nobody. Oh no, not at all. Okay, I have no fear. If you reject me, you're lost. I keep it stepping. It don't hurt my feelings anymore. I don't care. You know what I mean? I just start random conversation with women just because I can. Also, it helps me with the channel too, right? Because I try to, throw different scenarios when having a conversation with women to see what they think and how they feel about certain things. Sometimes they get mad at what I tell them. And I don't care. I don't care. But the one thing that they all get from me when I'm around them is that I am a man. And they can tell that. That's why some avoid me, because they're like, man, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this dude that's going to tell me no. I ain't used to this dude that's going to put me in my place right here. You see what I'm saying? So, some dudes are causing damage to their own relationships. No, I'd rather die single, alone, and no mingle. Well, that's you, man. I still love talking to women, man. I still love flirting, man. I still love going out there and just, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I love women. So I told you, if you got hate in your heart for women, you got to work on yourself, man. I don't hate women. I don't hate them at all. If anything, I just know the ones that aren't going to be in my life just by the way they act, the way they behave. I know that, right? TSG, I don't trust a fish to tell me how to fish. That's a good point. The niceness is not what turns them off. It's the lack of benefits that they would experience with that man. I understand what you're saying. I agree and I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Because I've seen brothers with like, I'm from New Orleans. I've seen brothers who pull baddies, man, and them dudes themselves ain't got nothing going on, right? Or like you would think that, like, why would she be attracted to that type of dude? But the difference is that whatever that dude is projecting masculinity wise turns her lady parts on. So dudes that I don't necessarily believe in game, right? There's got to be some level of attraction, but something about that dude, right? Why do you see them dudes wind up pulling up see certain types of dudes pull up with badass girls or good looking women? Or even you see badass dudes have the good girls go with the bad boys. Why? They can see that dude is trouble from a mile away. It's because that dude is projecting the masculinity that turns them on. So, and he may not have crap. You see women taking care of men all the time that ain't got crap. How did that happen then if they just looking for benefits? The benefit they looking for in that is that he turns her lady parts on. So these women might say they want a 6-figure dude, but at the end of the day, some of them still end up with the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Why? It's happening that way because, again, that dude is projecting something that turns that woman on. If a woman does not have to bust it open and throw it down, but still gets the benefits, protection, money, attention, time, she will friend zone him and go get herself a Pookie. Yeah, now that I 100% agree with, right? A woman will friend zone you if she doesn't feel that she is getting anything from you, or when she looks at you. My aunt told me this a long time ago. A woman will look at you and she has an idea about how far she wants to go with you. They do this projection thing. I can see this dude as husband material, or I see this dude as boyfriend material, or I see this dude as a lay, or I see this dude as a friend. Okay? Or even a friends with benefits type situation, right? So women know how far they want to go with you. So that's why it's important to put the right foot forward. Get it? Not all women are going to be attracted to you. Not all women are attracted to me. And that's okay. But that's why you got to go out and you got to try. You got to have these social experiments or social experiences with women to be able to talk to them and procure them. And if you don't care, that's on you and that's fine, right? But if you do, and you're not going out there and you don't have the ability to talk to women, and you come off as awkward and you come off as weird, they're not going to want to mess with you. Bottom line. All right, I got one last video and we're going to get up out of here. So in conclusion, this video is going to sum it all. Okay, we talk about how women cannot love men the same way that men love women. Matter of fact, I don't hear women talk about love anymore. I've said that multiple times on this channel. But this next video is going to sum up for any ladies watching this why men feel that there's absolutely no chance and no chance for marriage, right? Why men say stuff like, no, thanks. I'd rather die single alone and no mingle. Or, Still Saint just gave his pieces on it, okay? Or Preston also said the only peace of mind you'll ever have is not to get married in the first place, so you don't make that mistake. I'm going to show you in this next video, and this is going to sum up where we are now with relationships. This is what men, this next video I'm about to show y'all is why men are just done. They just done. Tell me what y'all think.
You know what? Yeah. I have a list, and you can tell me if any of these names ring a bell. So these are all men who have had divorces initiated against them. Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Dr. Dre, Ryan Reynolds, Tom Brady, Lance Armstrong, Alex Rodriguez, Channing Tatum, Chris Rock, Ben Affleck, Chris Pratt, Liam Hemsworth, Ben Stiller, David Duchovny, Orlando Bloom, Tiger Woods, Sean Penn, Sylvester Stallone, Paul McCartney, Ryan Felipe, Jason Momoa, Michael Jordan. Very attractive men, high status men, wealthy, and even they can't keep a chick. So me as I consider myself like kind of a normal dude. Bro, if Brad Pitt can't keep a chick, I'm fucked.
What do y'all think about that? What do you think about that? Listen to that list. All those men had divorces initiated against them. And these are the dudes that they're Hollywood stars. But some of these dudes, in some cases, we are admirers of their work. We've looked up to them. We've watched their movies growing up. These are the quote unquote, successful, wealthy alpha men that are out there that men, young and old, look up to, right? And they can't even keep their women. So what chance? And this is the way men feel. What chance do I have if even those dudes with all the money and all the resources still can't keep their women? You think that they couldn't satisfy their women? In all cases, I'm not saying I don't know how these dudes sling it, but you telling me in all cases these men couldn't satisfy their women? You telling me these men could not provide for them, give them a life that they could only dream about? These women still were not satisfied, even with everything that man might provide. And this is the problem. This is the problem that we have today. Women cannot love men the same way that a man loves a woman. They are not in it for the long haul anymore. They're in it until their feelings change, and then they're done. So if you are a woman out there and you want to have a marriage, and you want to have a husband, good luck. Because when men hear lists like the one that this dude just talked about, why? Why even attempt to get married to lose half your stuff and have to start all over again? You're going to have to start all over again. See, Brad Pitt and all them, and Orlando Bloom, and all these people that he rattled off, Michael Jordan, they have the cash to recover. Your average dude, once he goes through the divorce process, man, a lot of men end up homeless after going through something like this. Or they have to live in a little shoebox because they can't afford to do anything else but support that woman. Women are losing their minds in Florida over this potential law where it won't be lifetime alimony. I'm talking about women are losing their mind. So what is the normal guy supposed to think about women today when women are only crying about what they can get from men? And this is what we have to bridge. So if you are a woman that wants to be married one day, you're going to have to prove to that man, not the other way around. You need to prove to that man why he should marry you. But he has no guarantees that you're going to stick around 10 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later. It's a gamble. And the chances are you as a woman is going to be the one to destroy or end that relationship. Statistics say it. And this is why men give up. Let me know what y'all think here down in these comments. And we're going to get up out of here. I'm going to read the last of these comments. See what else we got. I hated what happened to Scottie Pippen. I did too. I do too, still saying. But those stats go to show what sort of character the modern woman possesses. Absolutely. If you don't know what he's talking about, just in case you're not aware of the news. But Scottie Pippen's woman left him, and then she started arguing lately. I think the latest news, tell me if I'm wrong, still Saint, but the latest news is that she went after half of his Chicago Bulls pension. So she got awarded to be able to have half of his pension for however long. And to make matters even worse in that situation, she's dating Michael Jordan's son. This 40-something, 50-something-year-old woman is dating Michael Jordan's son. Let that sit in. So not only does this man have to lose his money, he already feels disrespected, by the Michael Jordan talk or whatever. I don't know what that's about. He already feels disrespected. And now he has to watch his woman basically date the son of his damn teammate. And she has no shame. Why would you do that? What kind of honor is that? There is no honor. Modern women today don't know what that is. Honor is, like somebody said, I'm starting to believe it too. Honor is a man trait, something that we talk about amongst each other. What we do want from our women is respect. And that's disrespectful. Very disrespectful. All right? So, okay, he said that's right. So that's the story. She's getting half of his pension right now. It's jacked up. Marcus Jordan. Yes. Yep. Gotcha. So we see this? It's in front of our faces. You all, any ladies watching this that have any thought with what I talk about, you got to realize this is what men get thrown in their faces every day. How are we supposed to trust that? How are we supposed to trust who's real and who ain't? We can't trust y'all. You think y'all can't trust us, but I can tell you men are consistent at what we do. Feed us, F us, what's the other one? Feed us, F us, something else, and we're good. Give us a sandwich, rub our back, give us some nookie every now and then, shut the hell up. I just oh man, but it's simple. Most men, the ideal woman, not size and shape wise, but the way a woman behaves and acts, most of us have that same ideal woman when it comes to, how we want her to be. There's a couple variations, but we all can appreciate a woman that makes good food. We can all appreciate a woman that busts it down on us and let us, and she makes us feel good physically, and who can be that sounding board for that man and give him respect. See, all of us men know that. All of us men feel the exact same way about that. Now, some of you guys might like big girls. Some of you might like really tiny girls. Some of y'all might like tall girls or short girls. We might disagree on that. But what we don't disagree on is a woman that we're going to make wife priority. She's going to act and behave a certain way, and that's usually uniform. But with women, it's all over the board. It's all over the board. But one of the things we're starting to see, that's why you always hear us talk about 6 feet, 6 pack, 6 figures, because that's what you guys are portraying. These things have nothing to do with the quality of a man. It has everything to do with what a woman gains from that man. All right? All right. Preston says, of course, it's always about the woman's feelings and never about the man. When it comes to the man losing all his money and resources, his kids in child support payments and alimony. Absolutely. Okay? So let me know what you think about, hold on. Let me bring up the question of the day. Question of the day. Are modern women incapable of being in healthy relationships? Are modern women able to love men the way they need? Can they do that today? I'm not too sure. Let me know what y'all think down in the chat and in the comments below, and I'll get there when I get a chance. And I'm going to go through real quick and do my shout outs, and then I'll read some closing arguments. Shout out to Preston for being here. Shout out to Still Saint. Thank you for being here. Again, shout out to Speak Spanish Now. Please go check out his channel and support that channel. What else we got? Who else we had up in here? Shout out to Ennis, who came in and started off the show. Shout out to my brother Bruce Rain for being here tonight. I thank you for that. Shout out to Beach Bum TV for coming through. Also, shout out to Beach Bum TV for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that. Oh, did I miss one? Oh, I think I missed one. Where was that at? Oh, there it is. Shout out to Chosen 1997. Thank you, brother, for the $10 super chat. We back, TSG. That's right, we are back, and we will be back here next week with more. Thank you so much, man. Everything you guys do for this channel, goes back into the channel. Couldn't do it without you guys. I'm going to have more videos coming next week. I already have a video that I recorded like a week or so ago. I just need to put it together. Also, too, you're going to see more of these type of videos chopped up. So my attempt is to use these live streams, structure them such that I can remix them, right? Please watch them still, because I'm going to add memes and make it funny or whatever I'm going to do to it. But the point is, I'm going to be trying to put out more videos using these live streams too. Let me get back to the comments. I got to finish my shout outs real quick. I'll get to y'all comments in a moment. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Shout out to XL Pro for coming through. Thank you so much. All right. And I think that's everybody. Let me see if we got any more comments down below. Preston says, we don't want a woman who's smoking loony baloney. Hell no, we don't. Hell no, we don't. So again, thank you again to Chosen for the $10 super chat and Beach Bum TV for the $1 super chat. Everything counts. Everything helps. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not, because this is what we do here on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed today's topic. I look forward to your thoughts on the videos that are coming up, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And until next time, live your best life.